Let's learn English. Unit 5, Cultural Identity.
Unit 5, Cultural Identity. Skills, Writing. What makes me Vietnamese? Objectives. Unite. Demonstrate. Invade. Define. Identify. One. Work in pairs. Give the reasons why language is often considered the most important cultural identifier.
Language is the most important cultural identifier because it allows me to communicate with my family and community. Other reasons that make language the most important cultural identifier: firstly, language helps us communicate, express our thoughts, and share our feelings with other people. Without language, we can hardly understand one another on a deep level. Secondly, most essential information about a nation is written in its own language. Thus, if we don't master a language, it is hard for us to know its culture. Two. Read the following essay on language as defining a person's cultural identity. Complete the essay, using the correct form of the words in the box.
For most people, expressing one's cultural identity is often a way to show who they are and how they relate to others. It can be demonstrated through their language, food, clothing, beliefs, music and festivals. Among these features, language is what makes me Vietnamese. There are several reasons for this. Vietnamese is the language that can unite the people of my country in the face of any danger. Although there are over 50 ethnic groups, we all use Vietnamese as the official language. It is the means of communication at school and in my community. It allows me to experience and share my culture. I am also proud to speak a language that has a long history. Although my country used to be invaded by other countries, the language has always been kept alive. Modern Vietnamese developed from an ancient form similar to other Asian languages. It is written with the Latin alphabet combining letters with tone markings. In conclusion, Vietnamese as the community and national language is the most powerful unifying force. That is why it is also the most meaningful part of my cultural identity. This beautiful and unique language defines me as a person and I am very proud of it. Three. Which is the most important cultural identifier or the feature that defines your cultural identity? First, discuss your ideas in groups of 4. Then decide on the most important feature and write an essay of 180 to 250 words. Some people believe cultural identity is how we identify ourselves as part of a culture. This can simply be done through the language we use, the food we often have, or the clothing we often wear on special occasions. In my opinion, festivals and cultural practices celebrated and preserved years after years are the most important cultural identifiers. Through festivals, we want to express our unity as well as a cultural identifier. Originally, festivals are special occasions when people at a particular place stop working in order to celebrate parties or events. They are often connected with religious beliefs of a specific group of people to thank gods and ancestors for good harvests, fortune, and happiness. Along with festivals, cultural practices are unique ways of expressing who we are and what country or culture we belong to. These are traditionally considered the right things to do in a community. For example, Vietnamese people usually go to pagodas on the first days of New Year to pray for good health and happiness. Although we are now in modern time, these traditions are well preserved respectably as a cultural stereotype. As people all over the world become closer and closer, we share our festivals and cultural practices, the most important features. We organize international festivals and take part in various kinds of cultural events in other countries. This is always the meaningful way of identifying, sharing and preserving cultures.
Thank you for watching.